Hello and welcome along to something a little bit different today. Just a quick end of year review, the first of many on the channel hopefully. Obviously it's the first year we've been doing this, so we're just going to reflect on what we've done in the last few months and talk about what's going to be coming up next year and get your thoughts as well on how things are going. So first, let's look at 2018 in review quickly. We're going to go back. Obviously, we started this year with nothing. We didn't start putting videos on the channel until late July. We've got 3 top uploads of the year. In third place, it's the second one from the head coach with Hemel Hempstead. Our first game at the club. If I remember rightly, Aaron Jarvis scored a screamer in that. In second place, we've got the first video from our new series, Part of the Furniture with Torquay. And in first, obviously, it's the first one of the head coach series, where I got so excited I couldn't even spell episode right. But over 4,000 views for a channel that's less than 5 months old, and for a video that's only about 2 months old, that's absolutely brilliant, and far better than I could have expected. So a massive thank you to anyone who's watched any of the videos on the channel. It's far surpassed my expectations for this year. I thought we'd still be stuck on around 100, just getting the odd 50 views a day like we were on FM18. So to see the growth with the new game has been absolutely brilliant. Let's see if it gives us our totals for the year. It does. So we finished this year with 533 as I'm recording this. I'm doing it a day or two early, so it may change by then. Over 39,000 views and 143 videos. So where possible, we've stuck to our daily routine. And I think since we started the head coach in FM18, there's only been about 4 days where we haven't put a video out. So hopefully we can continue with that daily content and look forward to 2019 with some new and existing features on the channel. So before we move on to what we're going to plan for next year, a massive thank you to anyone that's watched any of the videos, subscribed to the channel, liked a video, anything like that. You don't know how much I appreciate it. But moving on to next year, we're still going to be continuing obviously with our 2 long-term stories from FM19. The head coach will continue as normal on Monday, Wednesday and Saturday at 4:30. And the same goes for Part of the Furniture on Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. At the same time, those will continue as always. We'll still have our weekly FIFA 19 career on Fridays at 4:30. It's something a little bit different both for me and for you guys. Long term, I do want this channel to reflect my gaming habits overall, which is 90% Football Manager as always, and that's why the channel's called loadfm. But the other 10%, we do play the odd other sports games, predominantly football, but occasionally we play the odd cricket game, F1, golf, things like that. So we might put little bits of those on the channel as new games come out from those. Particularly the cricket ones, which I'm quite a big fan of. Finally, I know a few of you have mentioned our Newcastle save that we did over the Christmas week. I've seen it's probably about half and half for people wanting to see more of it and people who didn't really like it. I know the people that weren't big fans of it largely had the same concern as me, which is the match engine is nowhere near the main game, and you just see screamers from everywhere all over the pitch, and it probably doesn't accurately represent football. It is just a bit of fun, so what we are going to do for those who wanted to see more, we'll do one more season. We'll put it out at a slightly earlier time of 3 o'clock over a period of 4 or 5 Fridays. We're not going to do it like a traditional save or our standard videos on the channel. What we're going to do is we're going to do it in a sort of blog style update. So we're going to skip 2, 3, 4 months. We're only going to show one game on camera in each episode and it'll be a big game. So either the first game of the season, the final game, a big cup tie if we get to a final, or a game in the middle against a big side. But what we're largely going to do is talk about things off the pitch and just how the save's progressing rather than showing you loads of matches from it. So hopefully you'll like that and let me know what you think of the style of it as it goes along. It's going to be something completely new for me, so it might be awful or it might be brilliant. I just don't know yet. And then moving forward towards the end of 2019, obviously the new game will be coming out again. The plan is to continue with 2 long-term stories for that one. If enough people are still interested and it's still something I enjoy doing, which I have for the last 6 or 7 years, playing off camera and on it, we will continue with the head coach and we'll also have a long-term 1 club challenge series like the Torquay one is this year. I've got 3 or 4 different ideas for it, but it depends on whether certain teams get promoted or relegated in real life. So I've got 2 that could potentially be in the Vanarama National League North or South next year. And if they do get promoted, relegated, etc., then we'll probably start with one of them. And then I've got 2 local clubs to where I live who are a bit further down the non-league pyramid. And if neither of those clubs fall into a position that allows us to start with them when the game comes out, then we'll start with one of those 2 lower down the pyramid once there's a database available. What we're also going to do next year, instead of starting both of our long-term saves when the beta comes out, we'll just start one of them, probably the head coach one, and then we'll have a beta save running alongside it, just so I get to mess around with the game and try some of the things I normally would in the first week it comes out. That's probably the only thing I haven't done this year as a result of making these videos. So we will see one beta save, but we'll also start one of our long-term stories, so hopefully we'll cater for everyone then. But overall, a very good start for this channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for making it happen. But you'll continue to see daily content on the channel, just the one video a day for now, plus the odd one from that FM19 Touch series with Newcastle, for those of you who wanted to see another year. But that is all for this episode and for this year on the channel. A massive thanks to anyone who's watched any of the videos, followed any of the series we've got going across the channel at the moment, and I hope you continue to enjoy the content into 2019. But a massive thanks for watching this one as always. A happy new year to everyone if you're watching this on time, and I'll see you tomorrow for our transfer window special from FIFA 19, and then we're back on Wednesday with our 2 long-term stories to take us all the way through to FM20.